Now in this third part, organization of production, you can also call the factor of production. Factor of production. So what type of production is actually going on in the village areas or in the city areas or in towns? That production is happening in various sectors, in primary sectors, in secondary sector, in tertiary sectors. Production is happening in the agriculture sectors where rice is being produced, the wheat is being produced, or the cloth is being produced. You can see that here one picture is given, that one man who is stitching some clothes in a factory. So what actually he is doing now, he is working. Okay, and the production is very related. So for any type of thing which to be produced, the different requirement is needed. So in this production, if you want to produce anything, so four thing is very necessary. This is called the organization of production or the factors of production. For the factors, said what you need, four factor is there. Here you can see that in broad line, in broad black lines. One is land is very much important. Second is labor is important. Physical capital is important, and the fourth one is the last one, the human capital is important. So in the first requirement, the land, if you want to produce something, you have to acquire or you have to buy a land. So land may be the agricultural land may be the industrial land. Okay, and the second requirement is very important. This is actually the very much important for your exam point of view, that labor is important. Labor means the persons or the people who is engaged or who is working with this production. This is called the labor. Here semi-skilled labor is also present, non-skilled labor is also present, and skilled labor is also present. And the third requirement, that is the physical capital. This is actually the very important, very much important in exam point of view, that physical capital. In this physical capital, we divide the physical capital into two parts, that is fixed capital and working capital. These two division of fixed capital and working capital. What is fixed capital? The fixed capital is which is fixed in nature. Fixed means you have to buy the land one time. You have to buy the generators, machines, turbines, computer, different types of other equipment. This is fixed capital, which is fixed. You have to buy in a one time, and it will give you production for many time. Okay, this is actually fixed capital. Fixed means which is fixed for years. And the second part, which is also very important, that is the working capital. Working capital means to run your industry or to run your production, many things is needed. Like the money in hand, raw money means the currency you needed to buy the raw materials. Okay, and the electricity bills. Okay, and the different types of other parts of the machinery, which is also important, that is referred to as a working capital. Working capital means that to run your production, that this capital is important, and without this working capital, you will unable to product you will unable to produce anything. So this is very much important. Okay, and there is another thing, that is the last factor, that is human capital. Human capital, why human capital is important? Now in human capital, what is behind this human capital? Now in human capital, the most important factor is the training, and the knowledge is very important. Without training or without knowledge, no one able to produce something. So this is actually the human capital, which is most important in this chapter. So in this part, you have to remember the factors of the production which is happening in any villages or any cities or in towns, and the land, labor, physical capital, fixed capital, and human capital. This is you have to remember. So in working capital, the examples of working capital and fixed capital that is being asked in exams. for many years.